My dad had a friend. She lived up the road from us, but her husband built the bungalow she lived in, like my dad built our bungalow. And we had a gas boiler put in 1985. Dad didn't like them because he didn't like gas, but we had no option. And just before he died, he said the lady up the road, she still had the original boiler in 50 years later. I can't remember, she never had it serviced, or did she have it serviced every 2 years? And he was a friend, was the engineer, and he just said there's nothing wrong with it. Because what does go wrong on them? There's like a mantle with holes in. The gas goes through it, and it's ignited above the mantle. So how can it burn out when the gas is burning above it? It's the same with the jet. I don't know, did she have it serviced every 2 years and he just said there's nothing wrong with it, or did she never get it serviced and she didn't get CO2 poisoning or anything, or CO poisoning? I mean, most of these servicing, well, cars have to be serviced because there's mechanical components that move about and wear out. They need servicing, but I can't remember whether she ever had this boiler serviced, but it probably is just a load of bullshit. They're just making money out of servicing them because obviously they sell parts here and they're making a profit on the parts. They charge you labour. I've been treated for schizophrenia since 1992. My mum died and I got knocked off my bicycle and I bumped my head very hard and I didn't have a helmet on. Now, I was diagnosed with schizophrenia. A consultant psychiatrist diagnosed me. I thought, well, he should know what he's doing. He should know. And I mean, I never suspected that I thought, I did suspect. I thought, well, I used to stack 150 tonnes of sacks a week. How the hell can I get a wimp's disease like schizophrenia? But next off they're saying, but Frank Bruno's got depression. Has he? I mean, I don't know. But, I was deranged after this accident, but that could have been concussion. And years later, I found out that the psychiatrist was a law graduate. What the hell was he doing working as a consultant psychiatrist? And the nurses were all actresses. They were advising him because they'd been in the job a while. And he had as well. He'd even written a book about psychiatry. But he knows nothing about it. And, that's the thing. I began to suspect that, they're all bogus. And how did you get rid of them? Well, you just tell them. The next psychiatrist I saw looked just like Stephen Gerrard. And if there's a video on YouTube I've just found recently where the crowd are chanting, Stephen Gerrard, the baby's not yours. He had a nervous breakdown, so he thought he could be a psychiatrist. It's everything in this country is a bloody con. I mean, they don't fart about like that in America and other places because they can't afford to. I mean, Russia, it gets so bloody cold, the car tyres freeze to the road. And, they have to pass central heating water through the engine to stop it cracking from contraction due to cold weather. That's how cold it gets. This country is just a load of bollocks.